Welcome everyone here to the Smash Ball Show right here on Smash FM, and of course eventually out here at the Footscray Hockey Club, and of course talking about the Women's Premier League team, because the team that we sponsor here on Smash FM, and of course we've got Jess here from the team here joining us right now. Very special. Good evening to you, Jess.
Thank you.
Jess, tell us when did you start playing hockey and why did you choose the sport?
I started when I was 16, so not too long ago, and I started just basically to do a team sport because I haven't done a team sport before, and I've loved it ever since.
Of course, you play in the midfield position here at Footscray. If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
I'd say right inner. I like the right side of the field a lot better. I just feel more comfortable on the right. But yeah, I'd say right inner mainly.
And do you have any career highlights yourself?
Not really. Just playing for the club. I'm not really planning to have any massive career highlight or anything. I'm just doing it for fun, making friends and stuff.
And what's so special about being part of the Footscray Hockey Club?
I guess everyone just gets along really well. It's like one big family, and everyone's like, you don't feel bad if you stuff up or anything. Everyone's really encouraging, so it's really good.
And how special is it to be part of the Footscray Women's Premier League team?
It is pretty special. I mean, it's a great group of girls, and they're always trying to improve, and just training with them, you feel like you're improving all the time.
And playing here at Footscray, I guess what's been, do you have any like personal goals yourself going into this season? I guess in regards to playing the game and things that you want to improve on?
Yeah, I mean, just keeping up fitness, because that's always important in the game, like getting towards the end of the game and you start feeling a bit tired. So yeah, keeping up the fitness and just trying to improve basic skills along the way.
And finish this sentence off for me. What does the sport of hockey mean to you?
Sport of hockey be just fun, keeping fit, meeting new people, just enjoying the sport.
And also, what would be your advice to our listeners out there, all our viewers out there who want to get involved in the sport of hockey?
I just say go down to your local club or a club that your friends play at or whatever, and just give it a go. You won't really know what it's like until you really try.
Let's finish off a couple of light-hearted questions now. Do you have any embarrassing moments on the hockey field?
Not really. I mean, like, apart from just tripping over and slipping, but that's kind of just normal with hockey, especially in the rain. But yeah, nothing that stands out or anything.
And let's get to know you a little bit more. Because do you have a hobby outside of hockey?
It's just sport in general. But I love animals as well, so I'm just always around animals.
Favourite footy team?
I don't really follow a footy team, but if I had to choose, I'd say Geelong.
And favourite food?
Pasta. Love pasta.
One of my favourites as well. Favourite destination?
Just all over Europe. Does it have to be specific or?
No. It's
just Europe.
Europe. Why Europe?
It just seems so cool, and everywhere's so different, and everywhere's close to get to, so you don't feel like you're in all over the shop, I guess.
If you didn't play the sport of hockey, would there be another sport that you would be playing?
I've always wanted to give lacrosse a go, because it seems really interesting and fun.
And I know it's very popular in this region, lacrosse, so here in the western suburbs. But describe the team in a couple of words for us.
Fun, young, and encouraging.
Now I have to ask you this, of course. You've been involved in the representing team about 3 years ago. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so 3 years ago when I started, I played for a rep team, just basically because I was in the under-17s and it was the last time that I could really try out for the rep team. So it was my first and only time. Yeah, it was fun, like getting to play against people like all over the state, but also improving my hockey on the way.
And because I guess how special is it to be recognised and be involved in a representative side of things?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you feel like a part of a team, and you feel like what you've tried to put into your training and stuff is all paying off.
Jess, thank you so much for joining us here on the Play Profiles here with the Footscray Hockey Club Women's Premier League team. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Let's hope you continue that winning streak at the moment, because currently just outside the top half, but I'm sure a long way to go, and hopefully you do make the finals and hopefully go away and win the premiership.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No worries. That's Jess joining us here from the Footscray Hockey Club, and we'll be back right after this for more Footscray Hockey Club Women's Premier League team right after this. Welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. Let's continue our segment here with the Footscray Hockey Club Women's Premier League team, of course sponsored by Smash FM. And of course now we've got Tegan here joining us right now, of course, to profile her, of course. Thank you so much for joining us, Tegan.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Tell us, when did you start playing hockey and why did you choose the sport?
I was probably about 11 or 12 years old, and my sister was playing at the time, and they started a younger team of like their siblings that she was in, and I just went from there. So I decided to join and love the game and went from there.
What would be some highlights for yourself, Tegan?
Definitely, probably making the Victorian teams. That's definitely been a highlight. I've managed to play in a few of those, which has been really good. I had a VIS scholarship, which was amazing and a good experience. And yeah, just I guess there's heaps of other things along the way that you enjoy, but yeah, just can't remember them all.
Tell us about being part of the Vipers team, of course. Obviously, we all know how good the Victorian Vipers teams have been in the last couple of seasons. Tell us how special it is to be part of it, and I'm guessing you would have won a couple of premierships along the way.
Yeah, so unfortunately I was unlucky. I wasn't in the team when they won the final one year, which was a bit of a shame. But anyway, playing in the Vipers was definitely an experience. It was really good. Always tough, so every training session was tough, every game was tough, and yeah, it was a really good experience for me. I struggled a little bit with fitness at the start, but managed to pick that up, which got me into the team to travel with them. So that was definitely a highlight of playing Vipers, was definitely working hard on that fitness to get that up to scratch, and then going away and having a pretty good tournament for my first tournament.
You play in the striker position here at Footscray. Do you have a preferred position on the ground?
Yeah, it's probably a striker. Love scoring goals, so it's definitely handy that Lockie puts me there. So, but no, I definitely love playing a striker. Sometimes run through the midfield, but mainly a striker.
And has there been one particular goal that really stands out to you throughout your career?
One particular one. No, I wouldn't be able to say one particular one. Although probably one of the highlights, there's probably been a couple, but one of them maybe was we were playing a practice match for under 21s and managed to defeat a couple of defenders and put it onto my back stick, and Tom put it into the top left corner, so that was a pretty special goal.
What's so special about being part of here at Footscray?
It's a really good club, yeah. Definitely, especially in the team I'm in at the moment, there's a young bunch of girls, so we all get along really well, and being the same age helps. So, but just, yeah, everyone's really welcoming, and we definitely get along, so that's always fun. But it's just good, fun hockey, and everyone plays hard, which makes it better, but it's also fun off the field.
Now, yeah, because you've been in other clubs as well, Geelong and Altona, before coming here to Footscray. I guess tell us a bit about your journey through those two clubs before being here at Footscray.
Yeah, so I actually live in Geelong, so started playing down in Geelong, obviously at a young age, played there for several years, and then decided to make the move up to Altona, about probably 7 years ago now. So I moved up to Altona, and then this is my first year at Footscray, so made the move across this year, and yeah, I guess it was just coming up to Altona was a bit, it was coming up to play at a bit more competitive level, a bit higher level, and then from there just, I decided needed a little bit of a change and came across to Footscray this year.
And what's your future ambitions in the sport, Tegan?
At the moment I've had a few injuries, so hopefully just to keep playing and get over them. But look, just to, I guess, enjoy playing my hockey and play well for as long as I can, I guess.
What does the sport of hockey mean to you, Tegan?
I guess it's a bit of an outlet. It's always been a hobby, and
I've always been into the health and fitness, so I just love playing hockey. I love a team sport, so definitely got that team environment. So I think, hockey just it fitted with me, and having the team atmosphere has just been great, and that's why I like it.
And what would be your advice to our listeners out there or our viewers out there who want to get involved in the sport of hockey?
Just give it a go. Just find your nearest club or come to Footscray, and just come along and just give it a go. Come to a training session, or there's plenty of different levels and clubs out there. And just grab a stick and come along and have a hit around, and you'll definitely find that you'll probably enjoy it. And definitely having a team atmosphere is good.
Now let's finish off with a couple of hard questions. Any embarrassing moments on the hockey field?
No, not that I can actually. Other than just cramping and literally falling over at the time, so both my calves cramped up and I just hit the deck. So that was probably the worst of them, though.
Now we'll get to know you a little bit more. Do you have a favourite footy team?
Yeah, definitely Geelong. Living down in Geelong, you go for Geelong.
Yes, one of the best teams in recent years. Favourite food?
Oh, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm definitely a sweet tooth, so lollies and chocolate.
Don't worry, I'm in the same boat. Favourite destination?
Hamilton Island. So I've been there a few times.
And I guess if you didn't play the sport of hockey, which sport would you be playing?
Oh, God. I don't actually know. Probably. Oh, yeah, couldn't tell you. I don't know. I'd be lost without hockey, I guess.
Fair enough. And of course, describe the Footscray Hockey to Women's Premier League team in a couple of words.
Young, talented, fun. We definitely enjoy ourselves, and just hardworking. The girls are very dedicated and they always work hard, so it's good.
So, well, Tegan, thank you so much for joining us here on the Player Profiles, and best of luck for the rest of the season. Of course, looking pretty good at the moment, and let's hope you make the finals, and then hopefully from there you can win the premiership and knock Doncaster and Hawthorn out the premiership race.
Cool, thanks for that. Hopefully we can too.
So that's Tegan there joining us here, of course. So we'll be back with more Women's Premier League team members right after this. Welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM, and of course let's turn back our attention back to the Footscray Hockey Club Women's Premier League team, sponsored by Smash FM, and because we've got two very special guests with me, of course, beside me, of course, we've got Caitlin and Jess joining us right now. Thanks so much for joining us.
No problem.
For both of you, tell us, when did both of you start playing hockey, and why did both of you choose the sport?
I first started playing when I think I was either 13 or 14, and two of my older cousins played, so I thought I'd give it a go. Been playing ever since.
Caitlin?
I started when I think I was 8 or 9, and my year 4 teacher recommended it to me, so I thought I'd give it a go.
And of course, we'll start off here, Caitlin. Of course, you play in the most difficult position, because on the hockey field, the goalkeeping role.
Yeah,
If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
definitely goalkeeper. I'm really bad as a field player, so it's pretty embarrassing.
Now, Jess, you play in the defender role here at Footscray. If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
I actually enjoy playing as a defender. I work with Caitlin quite a lot, but maybe a little bit higher up in the field, so maybe somewhere in the midfield, try and push to. But I do enjoy playing fullback.
And tell us, how special is it to have both of you work together as a pair so far this season?
So far, so good. I was actually injured, so I've only been back for 3 games now, I think. So 3 games this year is about it.
Now, tell us, what's so special about being part of the Footscray Hockey Club?
I think it's more the community that they create, and it's like a big family here, and they do a lot for, because I started off as quite young, a junior. They do a lot for the juniors, and then they offer it back to you to do it again for the other juniors, so you can definitely give back to everything that they've given you. So it's really good.
Same question to you, Jess.
Yeah, I probably have to agree with that. So we're not individual teams, we are a squad. It's good to get everyone together. And yeah, just one big group as opposed to doing individuals.
Now, both of you have been in representing teams in the past. Well, might as well start off with Jess first, because you've been involved in under 16s, under 18s, and been involved in the Big Country team as well. Tell us a couple of the. Do you have a particular highlight throughout your representing side of things?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed playing Big Country last year. It was good fun. It was completely different to the style of hockey that we play here. So it was, I loved the challenge, and it was a good bunch of girls that I went away with, so I really enjoyed it.
Now, Caitlin, you just came back from representing, of course, Victoria in the junior state team, of course, this year, and of course, you've been there for, of course, being part of the Victorian state team 5 times. Is there one particular highlight that stands out to you the most?
Not really. You kind of just go away with people new every time, and it's really good. Like, you remember heaps of things from the tournament, and it's so much fun all the time, and just going around. Australia is really good as well because you like meet people from other states and stuff, and you make friends interstate, and like you get closer with people that you play with like in a few teams in a row. So then, yeah.
And what's both your future ambitions in this sport?
Just keep going the way I'm going. Yeah, no, I enjoy playing. I play for fun. I do enjoy the competitive side of it as well, and yeah, just keep going that way.
Caitlin?
I don't know. I hope like one day probably get to an Oz side like everyone wants to one day, but just keep doing it. It's good fun and everything.
And finish the sentence off for me. What does the sport of hockey mean to both of you?
Pick a hard one. To me, hockey is it's just good fun. I enjoy playing competitive. I enjoy playing a sport that I love, and I'll keep doing so as long as I can.
Caitlin?
To me, hockey is practically my life right now, but it does mean a lot to me. It's one thing in life that I can be consistent in, and that I've been like fairly good at for quite a few years. So it makes me like happy and everything.
And of course, what would be both your advice for our listeners out there wanting to get involved in the sport of hockey?
Just pick up a stick and have a go. Footscray is always welcoming new players, so if anyone wants to give it a go, just come on down.
Caitlin?
Yeah, it's definitely a good sport to get involved in. It's more of like a very teamly sport, so you get support from a lot of people, and it's so much fun. They meet so many people, and it's really great.
Now let's finish off with a couple of light-hearted questions now. What would be the most embarrassing moment on the hockey field?
I don't know. I don't know, probably fallen over a couple times would have been embarrassing. Not one of them stands out though that I can remember.
Yeah.
Caitlin?
I don't know, I think for both of us, we had one at Greensboro the other week where the ball just came down in the circle and no one was coming, and Jess just said, "Oh, leave the ball," and it hits the post, and then I'm just standing there because she made me leave it, and she runs down and just takes the ball, and it was a bit awkward.
Had your back though, was it right?
It was such an awkward situation.
And of course, let's get to know both of you a little bit more. Favourite footy team for both of you?
Be embarrassed to say at the moment, but Carlton.
Well, I'm not really good at following football, but I go for Essendon.
Favourite food?
Ice cream.
Bacon.
Favourite destination?
Just the beach. Anywhere that's got a beach.
I have to say at home. I really like being at home.
And if you didn't play the sport of hockey, which sport would you be playing?
Probably basketball.
I don't really know, actually, because I haven't really tried anything else.
And of course, finally, describe the team in a couple of words for us from each of you.
Just light-hearted, good fun, passionate.
Hardworking. Quite new. There's a lot of new faces as well.
Well, both of you, thank you so much for giving up your time, of course, away from training tonight to join us. Best of luck for the rest of the season, and let's hope you do make the finals. And of course, you're looking pretty good at the moment. Let's hope, and then obviously when you do make it, hopefully you can knock off the likes of Hawthorn and Doncaster and make your way to a grand final and hopefully win the premiership at the end of it.
Thanks very much.
No worries. We'll be back for more Women's Premier League team right after this. Welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. Back out here at the Footscray Hockey Club and Women's Premier League action. Of course, we're doing the player profiles for the team, of course, which we sponsor here on Smash FM. Of course, now we've got Isabella here joining us right now. Thanks so much for joining us.
No worries.
Now, tell us, when did you start playing hockey and why did you choose the sport?
I started playing when I was about 6 or 7, and I just really followed in my sister's footsteps, and it seemed like a really fun sport to play.
Now, of course, you play in the defender role here at Footscray. If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
More like midfield, centre half and stuff. Like I find that really fun to play with girls my age, but it's pretty difficult with like older girls and more experienced.
Now, of course, you've had a lot of representative experience yourself, Bella. Now, of course, captain in one of those teams as well. Tell us which one would be more, I guess, a best memory for yourself.
Probably 13s because I was captain and it was more unexpected and it was really fun, great bunch of girls and most of us are still playing together, which is really, really enjoyable.
Now, I'm not sure I've asked this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway, just in case. What's so special about being part of the Footscray Hockey Club?
Just the people here and like always growing up here and everyone's just so friendly to each other and it's really lovely.
And what's your future ambitions in the sport?
Hopefully I can go as high as I can. I really enjoy it, so I want to do really well in it and hopefully like beat my sister.
Now, of course, we mentioned a couple of times about your sister, if we haven't noticed already. Now, of course, I have to ask, is there a bit of slippery rivalry between yourself and your sister Olivia?
Yeah, just a bit, like, 'cause she's doing really, really well and she's just making it hard for me, but I've got some determination.
But I guess at the same time, it must be great to play with your sister in the same team.
Yeah, it's really good. She helps me a lot and I learn like heaps from her playing on the same side and she just helps me out really, really well.
Now, of course, finish this sentence off for me. What does the sport of hockey mean to you?
It means a lot, like just keeping active and having making new friendships and it's just really fun.
And what would be your advice to our listeners or viewers out there who's watching this and want to get involved in the sport of hockey?
Yeah, definitely come join. It's really fun. You get heaps of friends and it's just really good way to keep active and keep healthy and fit.
Now let's finish off a couple of light-hearted questions now, Bella. Any embarrassing moments on the hockey field?
Not as I can remember, but there was one at training where I just fell over my own feet in the middle of nowhere.
Don't worry, I think everyone's done that at least a couple of times in their careers. Now, we'll get to know you a bit more. Do you have a favourite footy team?
Yeah, I do. I used to barrack for Carlton, but I now go for Hawthorn.
Good choice. Very good choice, Bella. And now, of course, favourite food?
Pasta. Definitely pasta.
Just looks like we both share something in common here. Favourite destination?
Probably Hawaii.
Jeez, it looks like we're going well. 3 from 3 so far. If you didn't play the sport of hockey, which sport would you be playing?
Either netball or volleyball.
Do you prefer of those two?
Volleyball, but I'm better at netball.
Fair enough. Now, describe the Footscray Women's Premier League team in a couple of words for us.
Young, very motivated, and yeah.
I guess how special is it to be part of this team, the Women's Premier League team here at Footscray?
Oh yeah, yes, it's very special especially having Endo as a coach, learning heaps from him, and being one of the youngest in the team. Like everyone, like I look up to like every single person on that team because they're so good.
Now, just one more question before I let you go. Obviously, last time we had you on the show was a couple of weeks ago. Of course, it was yourself and Becca flying high with a representative of the 15s team, because that you both came back from. How special is it to have another Footscray player be involved in the Victorian team at Nationals?
Yeah, it's very good. Just like knowing that you've got someone there that you know and someone there that you've played with, which you get along really well with, is really good. And having someone there by your side is really good.
Fantastic. Well, Bella, thank you so much for joining us here on the Play Profiles here with the Women's Premier League team, and best of luck for the rest of the season. The team's doing pretty well at the moment, and let's hope you make the finals and hopefully knock off Doncaster and Hawthorn to win the premiership here at Footscray.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. So that's Isabella there, of course, join us, and we'll be back right after this for more. Welcome everyone here to Smash Board Show right here on Smash FM, and of course let's turn our attention back to the Footscray Women's Premier League team, because the player profiles here, of course, which is the team we do sponsor here on Smash FM. And of course we've got another player, of course, which we've had on the show this season already, and of course her name is Beck James. She joins us right now. Thanks so much for joining us.
That's right.
Beck, tell us, when did you play the sport of hockey, and why did you choose the sport?
I started hockey when I was around 6 and 5, like fielding for my sister's team. We both agreed to play hockey through the Commonwealth Games, so we just thought it was a great sport to play.
Now you play in the striker role here at Footscray. If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
Or it'd be either defence or striker. Either's fine for me.
Because playing in the striker role, is there one best goal that you scored?
Oh, that's hard to remember. I can't remember. Probably one that I probably scored in juniors and that. Yeah.
Now, of course, last time we had you on the show, of course, it was you and Bella, of course, just coming back from the 15s, representing the state team at Nationals. How special was it to have another Footscray player playing in the same state team?
It was great because it showed like the levels that our club's at, like how we can have two people from our state that are both represented, and like we knew each other, so we could hang around. And yeah, so it was good having someone else in the same like club.
Now, tell us what's so special about being part of the Footscray Hockey Club?
There's a great community, and like we all work well together, and just yeah.
And what's your future ambitions in the sport, Ben?
To get high and play Premier League. That's what I want to work on doing.
And of course, what's so special about being part of this Women's Premier League team?
It's great because like getting all knowledge from all different people, and they're teaching you so many different things, and it's certainly a certain higher level of play, which is great. And yeah, helping with hockey.
Now, of course, just like Bella, who I had before, of course, you have a sister as well that plays in this team as well.
Yeah.
Do you and Carly have, I guess, a bit of sibling rivalry?
Or occasionally we'll come one-on-one against each other. Always a push and shove there, which that's always funny. We end up falling over each other.
And of course, and then the other question, which I asked Bella as well, how special it is to have playing alongside your sister in this team?
It's great because then like it's our family together, and we know how each other roll. We work well, and it's just great having like sibling get to play, and like that's a one-off chance. Yeah.
And of course, I have to ask this question, but what does the sport of hockey mean to you?
It probably means like everything, because that's what I do all the time. I enjoy it.
And what would be your advice to our listeners out there, or our viewers out there who want to get involved in the sport of hockey?
I would go to your local club and join, come to Footscray obviously, and then just learn from there, and you get all the experience and help you need.
Now, of course, let's finish on a couple light-hearted questions now, Becca. Now, do you have any embarrassing moments on the hockey field?
Will definitely be many. Well, I seem to fall over every game I play. Just something it's like a routine I have to do.
Now, do you have a favourite footy team?
It's the Western Bulldogs
And of course, favourite food,
or ice cream.
favourite destination.
Hawaii.
Another Hawaiian person. Now, if you did play the sport of hockey, would there be another sport that you would be playing?
I would be playing netball since I have been playing that alongside with hockey, but now stuck more to hockey, so probably netball.
And describe the team in a couple words for us.
Well, we're all joined together. There's good encouragement. Yeah.
And of course, I have to ask this question. But of course, playing in of course, having, I guess, as you mentioned, it is a family team, but also a family club as well. Must be great to, I guess, be here at Footscray and obviously be, I guess, a one club player.
Yeah, it's great. Like, 'cause then you experience the whole community of it, and you just understand everyone in the club. You're not just leaving them; you're stuck with them. Yeah.
Vic, thank you so much for joining us again here at the Play Profile, of course, here at the Women's Premier League team here at the Footscray Hockey Club. Best luck for the rest of the season. Let's hope you make the finals and obviously not go Doncaster and Hawthorn in the finals and win the premiership here at Footscray.
Thank you.
No worries. So that's Beck James there joining us right now, and we'll be back right after this with more Women's Premier League players right after this. Everyone here, the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. Back here at the Footscray Hockey Club, of course, Women's Premier League team, of course, sponsored here by Smash FM, and of course, we've got one of the vice captains, of course, with us now. Of course, her name's Esther. She joins us right now. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi.
Now, tell us, when did you start playing hockey, and why did you choose the sport?
I started playing hockey seriously, I guess, when I was in uni. So I was a bit of a late bloomer to hockey. I played a lot of netball growing up because I grew up in the country, and that was really the only option for women's sport. And ended up just getting into hockey at uni. And yeah, when I moved to Melbourne, I started Footscray, and I've been at Footscray, I don't know, 10 years or something. Yeah.
And of course, you play in the midfield here at Footscray. If you had a preferred position on the field, what would that be?
Either inside, probably right inside.
And also, what's so special about being part of Footscray?
The friendships that you make, the competitive spirit, I guess, the adrenaline that you get when you're competing, and yeah, the family sort of atmosphere around the club.
And of course, being one of the vice captains of the Premier League team, how special is it to be recognised in the group and to have a vice captaincy role in the Premier League team, which is a pretty young team?
Yeah, well, I help balance out the age a little bit, and that's probably where the vice captaincy comes from, adding a bit of maturity, I guess, to the team. But yeah, it's a big honour to have been given that role. Yeah.
And also, I guess playing alongside a lot of state players here at this club must be great for you to have a lot of young and upcoming state players who has had representative experience themselves, and obviously which completes with a fantastic season so far.
Yeah, we made a good start. We're having a bit of a rough patch at the moment, but yeah, it was certainly all the young girls are getting very good, and I think in a few more years' time we'll be a very, very strong side.
Now, what does the sport of hockey mean to you?
It's my escape. I have a couple of little kids, and it's a bit of a yeah, I guess it helps me keep my sanity. It keeps me fit, and I think it keeps me mentally mentally fit as well. So that's more about it.
And of course, let's finish off with a couple of light-hearted questions. Of course, do you have any embarrassing moments on the hockey field? And and also I do, because we'll get to know you a little bit more. Do you have a favourite footy team?
I like Crows.
And actually, I must say, doing pretty well at the moment. And favourite food?
Lasagna.
Favourite destination?
Cuba.
And do you, if you didn't play the sport of hockey, what sport would you be playing?
I don't know. That's a really tough question. Been playing hockey for a long time. You know, maybe I'd get into golf or something.
And finally, describe the final question. Describe the Women's Premier League team in a couple of words for us.
Young superstars.
Absolutely. But thank you so much for joining us. Of course, here at the Play Profile here of the Women's Premier League team. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Still a long way to go in the season, and I know the team's doing pretty well. And best of luck, and hopefully when you do make the finals, hopefully you can knock over Doncaster, Hawthorn, and all the other teams above you, and win the premiership in season 2015.
Thank you.
No worries, we'll be back right after this for more. Welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM, and let's turn our attention back to the Women's Premier League team doing play profiles here, of course, which we do sponsor here at Smash FM, and of course we've got one of the other vice captains here with us. Her name's Olivia. She joins us right now. Thanks so much for joining us.
No worries.
Tell us, when did you start playing hockey and why did you choose the sport?
I think I started playing hockey in year 4, and I started playing because of my family. Yeah.
And because playing in the midfielder here at Footscray, if you had a preferred position, what would that be?
I like the midfield. I like playing there. It's probably my preferred position. But sometimes I like playing striker, halfback as well sometimes.
Now, what's so special about being part here at the Footscray Hockey Club?
For me, I have a lot of good friends that I've met here who we hang out not just at hockey but outside of hockey, so that's really good. I really enjoy the social aspect of the club.
Now, of course, being the vice captain on this team, how special to be recognised by your team to be named the vice captain?
I didn't even know I was vice captain until you told me, actually.
Oh, sorry. I just read.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good, I guess. I haven't done much because I didn't really know I had the job, but yeah, pretty good.
That's right. Looks like someone's forgot to tell you about that. But now, of course, you've been part of a couple of representing teams yourself throughout your time. Of course, you just came back recently from the Nationals representing Victoria. How special was that trip?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I think that's the second highest set of. Oh, it was like equal top as high as I've.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so we came second, and it's the second time I came second in the outdoor tournament. So like normally we come about 3rd or 4th, so it was pretty good. Like it was a good. Can't think of the word.
So,
it was successful. It was
yeah.
a successful tournament.
Now, of course, as well, you've got a very good CV because you're also part of the Australian National Junior Squad as well in the past. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so I got into that early this year. Just based on my performance at like under 18 level, under 21 level, and also at a big youth camp in December. So yeah, I feel pretty lucky to be a part of it.
And how special is it to be part of this Premier League team?
Yeah, pretty good. We have been consistent for the past couple of years though, so we're kind of hoping to push for finals definitely this year after coming like 5th, 6th spot for the past couple of years.
Now, because what does the sport of hockey mean to you?
I'm very, like, hockey is pretty much like my go-to things. Like I'm always training or
doing things revolving around hockey, so it's a pretty big deal for me. So yeah.
And do you have any future ambitions in the sport yourself?
Just to, everyone probably says this, go as far as I can, and yeah, just see how I go.
Now, of course, I have to ask this question, which because I interviewed Bella just a couple of moments ago. Now, I'm going to ask the same question I asked to Bella, which I'm going to ask you. Is there a bit of sibling rivalry between you and Bella?
No sibling rivalry. I like playing with her. She normally plays right half, and I play right inside, so we combine together pretty well. So
And how special is it to have Bella and obviously in the same team as yourself?
yeah, pretty good. Like, I really enjoy playing with her, and I think like she definitely. I think it's her first year in the side, so she definitely deserves it, and I'm glad she's in the team.
And of course, finish off with a couple of light-hearted questions now. What would be the most embarrassing moment on the hockey field?
Oh, I just had an embarrassing moment about 2 seconds ago. I just had a fresh air shot at goal. Completely missed the ball. Everyone was laughing at me.
And we'll get to know you a bit more, of course. Favourite food?
Oh, chocolate. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
looks like we share something in common there. Favourite footy team?
I go for Carlton, but Hawthorn's looking pretty good at the moment. So,
Another one, also we've got something in common here. Favourite destination?
Italy, maybe? Yeah. I think so.
If you didn't play the sport of hockey, what sport would you be playing?
Netball, I think. Either netball, I'd be doing netball or swimming.
Your advice to our listeners out there who are watching this or listening to this and want to get involved in the sport of hockey?
I'd say there's a lot of ways to get involved in hockey. So there's like, if you're like younger, there's like come and try days. Or if you're older, there's like more social competitions if you don't want to play too seriously. So there's a lot of variety in terms of being able to get involved with the sport.
Final question. Describe the team in a couple words for us.
Young. Need another word, okay. Athletic. Let's see. I don't know. Is that good?
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good enough. But Liv, thank you so much for joining us here on the Play Profiles. Best of luck for the rest of the season. And,
Thank you.
I know this team's doing pretty well, and let's hope that you can make the finals and obviously knock over the likes of Doncaster and Hawthorn and all the other teams in the competition and win the premiership in 2015.
Yes, sounds good. Thank you very much.
No worries. And as Olivia there joining us, of course, here on the Play Profile here on the Women's Premier League Footscray Hockey Club team. Of course, we'll be back right after this for more. Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. Ventured out here to the Footscray Hockey Club and of course talking about the Women's Premier League team, and of course we've got two very special guests with us now. We've got Kate and Chloe here joining us. Thanks so much both of you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Tell us, when did both of you play the sport of hockey and why did you choose the sport?
I started back in grade 4 at school. I helped my sister's team, so I was a fill-in and loved the game and have played it ever since.
I started back in 2011, so year 11. Had some friends that played hockey and they kind of convinced me after I finished swimming, so yeah.
Kate, I'll go to you first. You play in the defence side of things, the defender. If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
I love playing in the midfield, so centre half is my spot.
Chloe, you play in the opposite side of the of the field in the striker position. If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
Anywhere, I just play anywhere I get put, but I love striker, so being a striker is great.
And of course, what's so special about being part of the Footscray Hockey Club for both of you?
I love the facilities and the family environment. I think it's a great club and it's very nurturing.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I love the atmosphere, the people here are great, and the coaches are great too, so yeah, love my team, love everything, yeah.
Now, of course, Kate, you've been involved in a couple of other clubs, Brunswick and Essendon are the two. But what's so special about being part of this club? And I guess can you compare both clubs for us?
Definitely. this club is very organised. I think Nicole does a great job at organising all the teams. There's great dynamics within the coaches, and it's very supportive.
Of course, Chloe, because this is obviously your own club you've been involved in. But tell us, what's for both of you? What's both your future ambitions in the sport of hockey?
I'm now looking onto masters and things like that. So just evolving with the sport as well. I love the challenges.
And for me, I just want to continue to have fun and just spend time with the people I love here at the Footscray Hockey Club, and that's about it.
Any career highlights for both of you?
Oh, there's been a few premierships along the way, which has been good.
Not really. I don't know. I've just played in a few premierships. Haven't won one yet, but that's probably my career highlight too.
Yeah, right. Kate, you just mentioned before about your premierships that you've been involved in. Is there one or a couple that really stands out to you the most throughout your time?
Oh, it was many, many years ago now. So I think it was about 2004 when I was playing in the state league team. So way back then. So I've been around a while.
And of course, what does the sport of hockey mean to both of you?
It's a great outlet. It's a time that I get to spend with just me. I've got a young family, so I just really enjoy getting out, having a run and being a part of a team.
For me, it's an outlet as well because I'm studying and got work and everything, so it's a great outlet. Come here, have fun, enjoy a laugh, and that's about it.
What would be both your advice to our listeners out there and our viewers out there who want to get involved in the sport of hockey?
Just come along. I reckon the summer season is a good time to give it a crack, and it's very social and it's a good way to get an introduction.
Yeah, like Kate said, we've got I think we've got 9 women teams, so Footscray's great if you want to play a high level, if you want to play social, anywhere. Like there's a place for everyone, and summer's great to come down and have a go. So yeah.
Now let's finish off with a couple of light-hearted questions now. Any embarrassing moments on the hockey field?
I've done both my eyebrows, so I'll split them open a couple of times. That's pretty embarrassing when you have to walk off with blood streaming down your face.
Ouch.
Mine probably would have been when I hesitated on a defensive corner and I smashed my hand open and I wanted to go back on so bad, but my coach was like, no, because it was all swollen and disgusting. But yeah, for me it was pretty embarrassing because they tell you just run and I kind of stopped. So yeah, I did the opposite.
Oh, geez, both of them are bad injuries too. Wow. Now let's get to know both of you a little bit more. Do you both of you have any favourite footy team?
Go the Crows.
North Melbourne. Love them.
Favourite food?
Pizza.
Oh, this is a good one.
But that's got to have beer with it too.
Oh,
yeah. Anything with beer.
Oh, there we go. Favourite destination?
Paris.
I haven't been out of Australia, but I really like the Gold Coast, so just chill up there.
Is there a favourite destination that you would go to away from Australia?
I'd love to go to the UK. I think it would be really pretty over there, so yeah.
If both of you didn't play the sport of hockey, what sport would you be playing?
Basketball.
I'd probably still be swimming. Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, I was pretty good at that, so I'd probably still be doing that.
Describe the team that both of you are in a couple words for us.
We're a couple of words. Fun. Challenging. And you want to add some words?
Yeah, I think the main one's just fun. Everyone's outgoing and they love a laugh, so fun would be the ultimate word.
It is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. Best of luck for the rest of this season. Let's hope the Footscray Hockey Club wins the premiership in season 2015 and knock over the big teams in the competition in season 2015.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very much. Go Doggies.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No worries, and we'll be back right after this from Footscray Hockey Club. Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. Of course, back here at the Footscray Hockey Club, and of course, continue on with the Women's Premier League team here at Footscray, which we do sponsor here on Smash FM. And of course, we've got Penny here joining us right now from the team. Thanks so much for joining us.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Tell us, when did you start playing hockey and why did you choose the sport?
Initially, I probably got into hockey when I was in primary school, playing on the field, then had a bit of a break from that when I moved into high school, and came back when I was probably 15 or 16 as a goalkeeper. So not too long ago.
And what position do you play on the field? If you had a preferred position, what would that be?
So currently I play goalkeeper. Doesn't give me a lot of room to move, but if I could be, I'd probably be a centre forward and score a lot of goals.
And what's so special about being part of this team?
Being part of the team, it's very, I guess, family orientated, friendly club. A lot of people have brothers and sisters playing in various different teams. So yeah, I guess it's just a friendly, fun environment. Everyone gets along. So, yeah.
Do you have any future ambitions in the sport for yourself?
Well, previously I've already competed at quite a high level, so I've done like VIS and played Vic hockey for a long time. But I guess one day, if I possibly could, I'd love to play for Australia. But for the time being, probably just trying to get back into the Vic stuff, Vic state teams.
Which I'm guessing that you're the Vipers side of things. Yep. Tell us how special is it to represent Victoria at a national side of things?
It's a pretty great honour. Obviously, comes with a lot of pressure and great responsibility, but to represent your state, there's no better thing. Running out there with a bunch of girls who you've been mates with for years on end from various different clubs. Yeah, it's a great time to just come together with everyone from clubs all over Victoria and have a great time and play some good hockey.
And what does the sport of hockey mean to you?
Oh, that's a tough one. I guess it's sort of a bit of a passion and gives you a bit of meaning. So sort of a time to step away from the other busy things you have in life and just enjoy yourself out there on the pitch.
Of course, you mentioned that you play in the goalkeeper position. Is there one great save that you've had throughout your career?
Oh, there's been a few. Probably the most memorable one was a few seasons ago against Altona, who we do play this weekend. One-on-one tackle through the circle with a Canadian girl that they had. And yeah, basically played one-on-one. Helmet went flying, sticks went flying, people went flying. So that was a pretty good one, and I saved the goal, so it's pretty good.
And of course, what would be your advice to our listeners out there, or our viewers out there who want to get involved in the sport of hockey?
Definitely come down and give it a go. It's a very different sport, so get on down to the Footscray Hockey Club. We've got some great programs. Everyone's welcome, very social. We've got multiple women's and men's teams from all sorts of levels, so just come on down, have a go, and yeah, you make some new friends and learn a new sport.
Now, we'll talk a little bit, of course, you're, as you mentioned, and I've also been hearing from the others as well, that this team's a pretty young team. Because of course, a lot of state representatives as well in that team as well. It must be great to play alongside, I guess, some rising stars coming through at Footscray and who's already had some state rep side of things.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic to see so many of the young girls representing both our state and also through Wildcats, so the local sort of side of things before state. It's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it's great to play alongside them, I guess. You learn a lot from them, but you can also teach them a few things along the way. Yeah, no, it's really good, really positive.
Now, Penny, I had to ask you, because looking through your play profile just before that, you did play at other clubs as well. I haven't missed that, but what makes this club so special for you to play for compared to other clubs? So I think MCC was one of them and Doncaster was the other.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I've had a bit of a history of being at two other clubs for a short time, but I think in terms of coming to Footscray, they were just so overly welcoming. I've been here now, I think 6 years, so incredibly welcoming, really, really made me feel at home. There's so many people to support you throughout the club. I grew up in the country, so I'm in the city by myself without my family, and yeah, just the club environment, it really sort of rings true with me and makes me feel like I belong somewhere. So, yeah.
Now let's finish off a couple of light-hearted questions, Penny. Do you have any embarrassing moments on the hockey field?
Oh, embarrassing moments. Probably, I think it was last year when I decided that I'd dive into Georgia Hopkins on a short corner rather than standing up. That was pretty funny. There's a good photo of it.
And of course, let's get to know you a little bit more. Do you have a favourite footy team?
I do. I barrack for the Geelong Cats, so big Cats fan. Haven't been following them much this season though.
And favourite food?
Oh, favourite food. I don't even know. Probably chocolate.
Favourite destination?
Probably San Sebastian in Spain would have to be my favourite destination. Been there once.
And actually, whereabouts is that in Spain?
So it's on the western side of Spain, right up on the border near France. So near the border of France, in the Basque country.
Fantastic.
Got good cider.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like a great place to go to. And of course, if you didn't play the sport of hockey, what sport would you be playing?
I'd probably be playing netball. So I had a big history in netball prior to starting to play hockey. So yeah, I'd probably be back there running around in goal attack, I'd say.
And of course, a couple of final questions before I let you go. Describe the team, the Footscray hockey team, in a couple of words for us.
Young, versatile, determined, and developing, I would say.
And of course, just have to ask. And one final one. Playing the goalkeeper position. I guess, do you get games that you're like, oh, I haven't got much else to do because everything's been played on the other side of the field?
Yeah, occasionally. I guess depending on what team you're playing, but at this level, it's usually pretty back and forward or pretty even. So there's usually pretty solid attack going one way or the other. We haven't come up on any teams this year where it's been predominantly one-sided. So it's been good competition so far. I've had lots of work to do. I look forward to some games where I don't have so much to do.
So, well, Penny, thank you so much for giving up your time
No
tonight to
problem.
join us. Best of luck for the rest of the season, and I'm really hoping that Footscray makes the finals and hopefully go all the way to a premiership and knocking over Doncaster, Hawthorn, and all those other teams in there at the moment. But thank you so much. Best of luck, and hopefully you win the premiership at the end of the season.
Wonderful. Thank you, and thanks for having me.
No worries. That's Penny there joining us here for the Footscray Hockey Club, and we'll be back with more Women's Premier League players right after this.